What's up? How's the Legion of Comic Collectors doing today? So today is part 1 of my complete Teen Titans comic book collection. It's complete from New Teen Titans in the 80s to forward. I haven't collected the original Teen Titans run. And I will point out all the keys. This is today's keys. New Teen Titans was throwing keys around like is the current Batman run. But we're starting with New Teen Titans. So we got the Uncanny X-Men and the New Teen Titans. This, weirdly enough, is the first appearance of the Source Wall. And one thing I forgot to look up was these New Teen Titans drug awareness books. But I believe this issue is the first appearance of the Protector. And there's 3 issues of this. And then this series, this was a precursor or 4-issue mini to the New Teen Titans. Pretty much each one of these issues is the origin of the person on front. This did have an origin of a friend of Cyborg who later becomes a villain. But this sort of introduces you to the newer Titans members. And that's 4 issues. And then we get to the main series, New Teen Titans Volume 1. This is the first appearance of Ravager and the first team appearance of the Gordons. And then you can see issue 2, a graded copy I have to the left. This is the dollar reprint of issue 2, and I do have another raw issue 2 in a box I can't get to at the moment, along with the, I believe it's DC Comics Presents, which is the actual first appearance of the New Teen Titans. But issue 2 is the first appearance of Deathstroke, the death of Ravager, the first appearance of Wintergreen, which I did not know until I was looking this up. That's pretty cool. If you read Deathstroke, you know who he is. And a Trigon cameo. Issue 3, first appearance of the Fearsome Five, and the first time they mentioned Trigon's name. Issue 4, first full cameo and origin of Trigon. Not sure how you could have an origin story without a first full appearance, but there you have it. Issue 5, first full appearance of Trigon. Issue 6 is his first cover. Issue 7, Death of Silas Stone, which is, of course, Cyborg's dad. Issue 8, first appearance of Harry Long, who would go on to marry Donna Troy. This would be the first appearance of a New Teen Titans issue that isn't a key. Issue 10, second appearance of Deathstroke. And man, I really enjoyed reading this series and collecting it. It was definitely a big goal for me this year. Issue 14, first team appearance of the New Brotherhood of Evil. Issue 16 is right here. And as you can see, a preview is the first appearance of Captain Carrot. 17, the first appearance of Magenta. We'll show a couple more covers, and I'll move these over. Issue 19 Issue 20. First appearance of Disruptor. Issue 21. Pretty cool key. It does have the preview, first appearance of Night Force, which is an ongoing comic. First appearance of Brother Blood, pretty big Titans villain. Mother Mayhem, Baron Winters. First cameo of the Monitor. Issue 21, 22. Cameo of Blackfire. And something cool I didn't know about issue 23. This, of course, is the first full appearance and cover of Blackfire, but it's also the first appearance of Adrian Chase, who would go on to be the Vigilante. Of course, won't be seen in this video, but one of the annuals is the first appearance of the Vigilante, the character. First appearance of Xall, Xall. Issue 25. I do have a couple issues of 26 here. That's the first appearance of Terra. And then we got to go all the way to issue 32. Here's Terra for the next key. Some awesome covers. I just love this. Love the covers. Love this series. So good. 32, first appearance of Thunder and Lightning. I got a couple of those. Issue 34. Issue 35. First Vigilante cameo. So I guess right after this, the annual came out. 37 with the Outsiders. And then, of course, 39. I do have a couple issues of this. I just picked up the second recently. But the last time that Dick Grayson is Robin and Wally is Kid Flash. So you get one more issue. That is the last issue of New Teen Titans. But the series continues with the same numbering. Issue 41. So it would continue with the same numbering for a little bit. And then would have new stories while Volume 2 was going on at the same time. But Volume 2 was like ahead of time. And then this actually turned into reprints and started reprinting Volume 2. But issue 41 here, Death of Brother Blood. We already saw a couple first appearances and deaths of the characters. First cameo of Jericho, or I can't believe I forgot his name. You know who I'm talking about. Joseph. He isn't Jericho yet. Issue 42, I didn't know this. Cameo of him as Jericho. And first appearance of Adeline Wilson, which is his mom, and of course, Deathstroke's wife. I have a couple lower grade issues of this. I would like to get a nice high grade, maybe a slab at some point. Because this is, I'm sorry, 43 is the first full appearance of Jericho. So in 44, you get the origin of Jericho, origin of Deathstroke, and it's also the first appearance of the Nightwing costume. Super cool. So this keeps going. Issue 50 is the next key. But man, I love that cover. I love a lot of these covers. Really great stories, and I mean, this gets some pretty epic stuff happening. A lot of classic villains. When they go to Tamaran, just epicness. You get to issue 50. Still new stories. This is the wedding of Terry Long and Donna Troy. Sorry, I blinked out a little bit there. And I believe I marked 52. 52 is the first appearance of Azrael. And no, it's not the Batman Azrael. It's like a guy with wings that you see in the Titans. So we get to 56, and it's probably not too long after that it turns into reprints, because this is the last key of the series. First appearance of Jinx. So I'm pretty sure, if not this next issue, not too long after, it's going right into Teen Titans Volume 2. In fact, it might be this issue. I was just reading this. Featuring the very first new Teen Titans story ever, a rarely seen Teen Titans Digest tale, guest starring Speedy and Aqualad. Kind of want to reread that. I don't really know what that's talking about. So maybe here, reprint in Volume 2. Didn't know I had a couple copies of that. In fact, I know this is Volume 2 now, because I know the storyline this is. But, that being said, it is stories that you would have got just buying Volume 2, just a couple years later. But you do get a lot of really cool different covers. And I know that, I believe Legion around this time did the same thing. There was a Tales of the Legion that was reprints. And for me, collecting, this was like a weird series getting to the end of this. It was tough to find. And maybe not as quite a ton of motivation to go after it. Because like I said, it is reprints. But it is kind of cool to go after. You know, these, in a way, it's like getting variant covers. And just how hard it was to find some of these. I mean, some of these covers are great. Look at that. You know, especially the last issue, 91. Really hard to find. Ended up with 2 in the end. See, here they are on Tamaran. Just freaking epic stories. And then the, like the story with the Titans, like the actual Titans. Titans of Myth, I don't know what you would call it. That was huge and epic. This was a cool story that, brought back Roy, Wally, Hawk, Aqualad with Donna, and then you even have Jason, Todd, Robin. Pretty cool story. But of course these aren't keys because they are reprints. Getting down through it. Oh yeah, that's like the Titan Javelin crashes into the ocean. One thing about this, I need to just reread it all, because I sort of read it as I got it. In fact, I'm not even done reading all the Titans I've got. Really cool Brotherhood, a blood cover, issue 90. And of course, like I said, issue 91, the very end. But in this box, I also have another series. Yes, all of this fits nicely in one short box. We have Teen Titans Spotlight. And I love this kind of series. As far as I could tell, there's no keys, but there is a really cool book in here. Like it says, I had a beat up 50-cent copy I got. Ended up getting a nicer one of this. It's just quick stories. Marv Wolfman even wrote about this, I think in the margins, or like what's happening at DC in one issue, that little stories they wanted to tell that maybe didn't fit the timeline of the main series, or that there wasn't room for would go in here. We get Jericho. A little story. I like that they not only focused on some of the main Titans, but even like some other characters, like you can see here. Hawk. This actually made me want to go after Hawk and Dove. I love this one, just like, when do you see a Changeling cover? Aqualad. Then they even focused on the villains one issue. Brotherhood of Evil. Wonder Girl. Cyborg. Next issue is actually a really cool, really good read. This Nightwing. The Omega Men. Because yes, they didn't get their start in Titans, but crossed over with them a lot. And this is the one that's interesting. I'm not going to pull it out. If you really want to see it, go check my Instagram feed. But this is actually a double cover. Got it 50 cents at STL Comics, double cover. Magenta. We saw her first appearance earlier in the video. Aqualad. Starfire. Cyborg, and then the last issue of that series, issue 21, featuring the original lineup of the Teen Titans. So there you have it. That is my complete Teen Titans collection, part 1, I should say. Should be a 5-part series to get it all in. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Let me hear from you in the comments. I love to hear what you guys have to say. As always, I appreciate you watching. We will see you next time.